Yo. What's up, beautiful soul? Yo, what's good? What's good? Yo, so tonight I want to go ahead and, this will be my first time diving into the energy of someone that wasn't murdered. Um, I wanted to go ahead and dive into the energy and connect to Kevin Samuels. Um, Originally I was gonna get on here and just dive into the energy of how he passed away, which I will. But he actually came to me, um, and I think this is really, really needed, and humanity and the people of whom follow him needs to see. Okay, um, so let's go ahead and get into this. All right, so this is Kevin Samuels. Um, I put the message down there that he gave me. He apologized for the impact of his controversial platform and how it affected millions. Okay. All right. Kevin Samuels, a polarizing YouTube personality, dies at 57. Styling himself as an image consultant, Mr. Samuels aimed his advice at Black men and women, drawing a large following and a chorus of distractors who condemned his views as outdated and cruel, which I found on the New York Times. Okay, all right. So this right here is the young lady who called 911 that night. Um, I believe it was May 5th, and said that his heart was hurting, and he literally went into cardiac arrest, and he was going blue as I listened to the 911 dispatch. Okay, Kevin Samuels, famous for dishing out controversial dating advice on social media, is dead, source has confirmed to TMZ. The influencer and self proclaimed image consultant, lifestyle coach, and dating expert died Thursday in Georgia. According to a police report obtained by TMZ EMS, what EMS was called to Kevin's home Thursday by that young lady morning for a person injured and found Kevin unresponsive on the floor of his apartment. Okay, so as I dove into the energy of what happened, there was cocaine was involved, substance. There was drinking involved, and there was erectile dysfunction pills that were involved, and for his age at 57, he already had heart problems, and so that caused him to go on cardiac arrest because it was too much on his heart. Um, that night, all the excitement, if you get what I'm saying, and then this fast lifestyle also contributed to this. Um, so I also dove into this energy that society has given this young man or older man. I apologize. I call everyone older because you don't know how old your soul is. Um, he had childhood trauma. He went from living with his mom for a major amount of time, and then ended up go living with his dad. That caused a psychosis and trauma within him as a child, which this unhealed trauma affected how he aided in his platform, how he talked to women, um, and the whole nine. Um, he wanted to stay with his mother, and then he went to go live with his father. This caused a this type of childhood trauma that was hard for him to get over, which he dished out in his platform. Um, so again, this the young lady that he was caught with, who called 911 and had to dispatch with them and said that he was going blue and going through cardiac arrest. And again, it was from cocaine, it was from drinking, and it was from and stress and erectile dysfunctional pills. A combination of all of that caused him to go into cardiac arrest because he was doing a little too much. Um, okay. The police report states they talked to a woman who said they met Kevin Wednesday night and spent the night with him at his place in Atlanta. This coming from a man that preached to couples. Okay, these are these false prophets that are out here trying to keep couples together, but yet isn't in a relationship themselves, but yet had 1.42 million YouTube subscribers that got relationship from someone who was still dealing with childhood trauma, self-identity issues. Okay, listen, this man 1.42 million subscribers. That tells you a lot about humanity and society from someone who is single. And as we stated before, a woman he didn't even know. And then telling about the way he was living, coming from a shaman who's been through the mud. And I am a real prophet and not a false prophet. You have these people that learn how to manifest and learn to tap into abilities, but they use it for wrong. And this is a key place where you find someone who is gifted but manifested something that they could not handle because they weren't healed at a core, right? Unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? 1.42 million subscribers, and you're single and they're getting relationship advice. Help me understand this, beautiful souls. You feel me? The woman who was a nurse said Kevin started to complain about his chest pains on Thursday morning, and she tried to help him. She told cops he fell on top of her. Okay. And she called 911 and arrested a defibrillator from the front desk of the apartment complex. I guess we can imagine what he was doing as he passed out. Okay. He was having sex. And when that adrenaline rushed, for those of you that are men, it caused his heart to over pump, and he just fell out. You feel me? Again, when you have a gift and you're out here giving false prophecies and false wisdom and false knowledge, and you have not healed at your core, it's not going to last forever, especially if you don't humble yourself. Okay. According to the report, Kevin was taken to Piedmont Hospital. Kevin had a huge following on social media, including 1.42 million YouTube subscribers, once again, and often stirred and debated with his hot takes on dating and relationships. Okay, again, dating and relationships from a single man that didn't have a woman and had mother issues for giving her up, right? Right? Unacceptable. Okay. Recently, Kevin stroked a controversy by saying unmarried women over 35 are leftovers, and the clip's been making the rounds on the internet. He's also been known for publicly embarrassing both men and women seeking his dating advice. Okay, we want to go into this. When you are a prophet and you're supposed to be out here reaching the amount of people that he reached, which is 1.42 million subscribers, you have got to understand that there is a sense of spiritual moral integrity that you have to have. Um, it's no such thing in who's wrong and who's right, right? Um, so I want to dive into a couple scriptures about false prophets. For false messiahs and false prophets will appear and perform signs and wonders to deceive, if possible, even the elect. Okay, even those that are elect, they using the gift to have a platform. They're literally using it for toxic means. Okay, Mark 13:22. Okay, watch out for false prophets. They come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ferocious wolves. Okay, this is not to again, Kevin Samuels came to me, and this is okay with him because we have to got to spit facts. And as he know, now that he's passing, he's concerned about the reputation of his mother. okay, and his family after his passing because of the reputation he has left. And he is deeply sorry for that. Okay. Kevin worked with Future earlier this year, asking the rapper dating questions for a trailer, Future single, Worst Day. Okay. He was asking this man advice on a song called Worst Day. Kevin asked Future how much money he spends on women. First of all, when it's coming to spirit, money is, it will be provided. Nothing malleable is worth your soul and your spirit. Not even love is based off of money, and it should never be. Okay. Um. So again, he was 57. Rest in peace. He passed away May 5th, 2022. So as I channeled and I talked to Kevin Samuels, I was literally just diving into the energy, and he immediately came in, and he wanted me to express his empathy, his lack of empathy, and righteous judgment on his platform. He understands that many women and children were affected by how he conducted himself on his platform. Okay. I wanted to get on here and just dive into the energy and just tell y'all, how he passed away, and basically just letting you guys know he has childhood trauma that he didn't heal from. So hurt people hurt people. Even when they're trying to help people, they still hurt them, thinking that they're helping them. You understand? You see the wolf in sheep's clothing of it all. Um, so let's be extremely clear here. Um, he was not in the know fully about what he was doing and how he was conducting himself until he rose. You understand what I'm saying? Because you leave that trauma and everything behind so that you could relearn what you did wrong with something so um a platform of that magnitude, right? And I commend him for coming to me with such an open heart, because he's really sorry for how he conducted himself, and I get it, um, you just shouldn't be on a platform giving no type of advice until you have healed. So you're not hurting people. You're not. You're helping them in the best way possible, um, and not telling them how they're not good enough, or and money is everything. Once you raise to a higher vibration and you pass to the other side, you learn that these false narratives of this school called Earth are completely backwards, right? So he came to me with a pure, open heart of love and light, and he is deeply, deeply sorry. Okay, so I want to say that. Okay, peace and love on your journey, King. Again, nobody's perfect. Everybody make mistakes. His mistake just happened to be on a major platform. Childhood trauma, a man of his age that grew up in the time that he grew up. You had the crack epidemic. You had still people still fighting extremely hard to be black, and he and then with the broken home and the abuse and a multitude of things and identity and all that. It was a lot, and then now you got a platform, and now sometimes when you have a lot of money, it's easy to lose control, and people to latch onto you that have bad energy, and it could literally change you. He has not always been this hard person, um, you know. So first, I agree. Before he passed, he was this narcissistic man with power, with some type of manifestation of power, of which he can draw the masses. Okay, the narrative in society is he's this bad guy, hurt people, and he from what it seemed like he hurt a lot of people. I don't listen to him, um, but he hurt a lot of people by his delivery, what he talked about. I watched a couple segments after he passed just to see, and he's just that's pain. Okay, again, he's deeply sorry for using. what God gave him to draw a wedge or to draw a wedge between certain people, you know, and um and he sees, but hurt people, and he acknowledges that, and and he apologizes. So the best thing to do is, as he came to me with an open heart and apologizing for misusing his platform, right? People need to forgive this man because hurt people, and that's what he did with his platform again. And literally, um, I was literally just going to talk about how he passed and whatnot, but he came to me with an open heart and and free, loving spirit, and he is deeply apologetic at the pull of his um, narcissistic undertone, if I should say. He's concerned about his mother, um, for real, and the family he's left behind. He's showing me a daughter, um, because this is unplanned, and perhaps he had time to change because he didn't know he was gonna pass, right? So you know, at this moment, he didn't leave behind a good legacy. So with that, um, rest easy, King. Um, Light some sage, right? And I wasn't expecting this live, but he came in, and I didn't even ask him to come. So out, everybody asks for forgiveness. I want forgiveness. So forgive this man, okay? Forgive them for they know not what they do. All right. My name is Josh Sterling. I am a shaman. Um, I'm a spirit medium. I talk to the dead. I see past, present, and future. I talk to loved ones that have passed on. Um, I can hold an object and dive into the energy. I have visions and audible visions. Um, I'm seeing a rainbow. That must be him. I just seen a rainbow. Um, and and I see past, present, future. I can heal with my hands and my soul plexus. I can anoint I anoint with a special holy cologne that could remove bad energy, curses, and whatnot, or what have you. Um, so yes, my email is Sterling, STERLING, at spiritrenewed888.com. My IG platform is Spirit Renewed 888. I'm on Twitter. I'm on all of that. Please, if you need me, I'm here for you. Um, if you need to connect to a loved one, a past loved one, and just want to feel their presence, I'm here for you. If you need some healing, I clean organizations and real estate of bad energy and stagnant spirit. So I'm a shaman. Hit me up, okay? Again, he came to me with apologies, which I was not expecting. Okay, this man said he is sorry. So I get the stigma he has left behind, but he has family, and he's worried about them and what he left behind. And forgiveness is the key to clarity, and unity is the key. Okay, so let's forgive this man, and because he knows he was wrong. Okay, I send love and light to all you beautiful souls. Listen, you don't have to know them to love them. You don't have to know them to wish them well. You don't have to identify with them to love them. You don't have to identify with them to wish them well. You are more than a conqueror. You are victorious. You are more than inadequate. You are necessary. Okay? Namaste.